Hey y'all, hope this finds you well. You know what it is, shine dig. Let's get into it. Today, I want to talk to you guys about change. And I want to come at it from a different perspective, okay? One that makes sense in my head, and hopefully it'll make sense in yours. For, I'd say, the first probably 25 years of my life, music was a huge, huge part, still is. I'll see that coming soon. But I'm trying to draw a point here right out of the gate. One thing I learned about playing music, okay, it's a very intimate experience, okay, just like most relationships that one finds himself in as time goes on. And the thing that I realized about people and how they work and how I work, okay, is that I have inside me this thing that says everybody can be amazing and everybody can be amazing. The thing I didn't know at the time was that it takes us different times to unlock that inner guidance for us to start listening to that inner voice. And until a person decides that they want to change, they ain't ever going to change because you want them to. Okay? I'm back on point to the bass player. And this is not a knock on bass players. I'm just using the example that comes to me, okay? Now, in my experience, bass players, it was the least instrument that anybody wanted to play. Typically, it'd be a fella that played guitar, songs that already be written, and they'd come in and they'd play bass. And every time we'd start leveling up together, start getting those gigs, start getting booked. Right when you'd start to see that uptick in life going the direction you want it to go in, the person would drop out. Well, why? Well, first off, they didn't want to be doing it in the first place. They were only doing it because they were getting something out of it. That was their part, okay? They weren't being honest. But my part, right? Because we all know there's three sides to everything. My part was not seeing, or refusing to see, I should say, that that was what was happening. So I'd turn a blind eye and I'd set myself up for failure, believing that this 60th bass player that we got now, this guy, he's the guy. There's a couple problems with this because I was investing my time into something that was failing over and over and over again. Now, somebody once said that is the definition of insanity, to repeat the same behavior over and over and over again and expect a different outcome. And I'd have to say I pretty well agree with that. And the trouble is that it was me driving myself crazy, putting value, putting time into things that I was not getting a return on my investment. Now, when I use that term, I'm not speaking about finances. Money is the last thing you need to worry about as far as change in somebody else goes, okay? That's not the point of it. The point was always to be part of something, to create something beautiful, to create something unique, to share it with people who deserve to share it with, so they could get their passions out, so they could express themselves, because everybody has something inside of them. Everybody has something special to offer. It's just a question of when they're going to unlock it, okay? Now, if you found yourself or you are in a situation like this, what can I do, Shine? What should I do? Well, that's up to you. All I can really do is tell you what I've observed, and the patterns will always show you the way. That inner voice that comes from here and here, okay, will show you the way. But you have to know how to listen to it. You have to be able to sit down, put it all aside, take a good hard look at ourselves, and ask, what part of this is mine? What am I forcing? And when you figure out what you're forcing, take a look at why you're forcing it. Is it to benefit you? Is it to get you ahead? Is it to move you forward? Or are you investing your time into something that's taking you 10 steps back? If you are, that's okay. This is all about learning, okay? I'm learning every single day. Every person that writes, every person that comments, it's unreal how much this stuff can lift you up when you put yourself in the right pocket. But remember, okay, if you're going to be in any public forum, if you're going to put yourself out here in this big, beautiful, spinning blue ball, okay, there's going to be people that are going to try and cut you down. I like to refer to those as the dark forces. This is also probably a pattern that you've noticed, okay? Why every time I start going up here, why when I get right to where I think I'm about to be, I get knocked right back down? Maybe take a look at a few of the things that I just talked about, okay? Because I do believe that there's a natural opposition to things. That does not mean that we should change. That does not mean, that you should think less of yourself. If somebody fires some flack at you, you got two choices. Fire back, up them, put more gas on that fire, let that baby burn. Or meet them where they are, okay? Ignore it. Yeah. But when you address it in a way that puts that person in their place, maybe they're going to stop and think about it. Because honestly, if people ain't got nothing but time to go around and waste and rip down, tear down people that are here, that want to believe, that do believe, you ain't got no time for that, baby. So remember, you are incredible. You are capable. And you will. I know you will. Now, I gotta get going because I got some responsibilities to get to. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Say it with me. Keep on shining, baby. What I'm gonna say. Say it with me. Keep on shining, baby. We out.